you always find a line that works all the way down. So like right now, this line, if you take it out, covers the whole bottom. This line here covers the top. So I pull one out, and then you just go all the way around and you just pull them out until, so like see how this scope right here, scope cap? You don't want to pull this row out. You'll just stuff it in there and it'll eventually mold to it.
Gotcha.
So if you want to do your speaking, I'll get out of the way here.
So we have a new rifle, and I have one of my Plano cases which has the square foam in there where it has little teeny squares where you can pop them out to form fit for any of your rifles. And we're going to show you the proper way to pull the foam to fit your rifles. We'll be right back.
So doing a foam rifle cutout, you want to back the stock up to the very last set. There's always about 1.5 inches of foam around the outside that won't pull out. And you're just going to start in here, reach in, pull foam out, and you just trace the contour of the rifle, leaving a little gap all the way around the outside. We'll move to the top, and you'll peel this out because you're going to want it to be a tight fit. And then you'll just work your way all the way around the outside, around the contour of the muzzle. You want it to be in there pretty straight. And you can add, if you have a box fed magazine, you can have magazine cutouts. You'll do a cutout for your bipod over here. Whatever accessories, your Kestrel, whatever you might want to use.
Got it. Or like my...
Yep, your dehumidifier.
Yep. That's awesome. And what's the reason for the lineup?
You want it to be lined up so it stays in here steady, stable, and you want it to be fit in here tight. If you run this thing on a four-wheeler in the back of your truck, you don't want it bouncing around. I mean, these scopes shouldn't lose zero. They should be pretty resistant to impact. However, the more rattling around and stuff, the more wear and tear on your rifle and all that stuff. So.
And this rifle barely fits. Actually, it's a perfect fit.
Yep.
Very cool.
So the reason that you pull around the outside first is because once you pick the rifle up, you just take everything out of the inside, just glob it out. Because otherwise, a lot of people like to, if you're going to cut it with like a hot knife or a hot wire, you can just draw around it with a paint marker. However, these are the pull-outs. So you want to pull out the whole outline first. And once that's done, you just go and you glob out the whole inside and you'll have a cutout for your rifle.
Awesome. Okay.
So now once you got the outline cut out, you just get in here, take all that out, and the rifle will sit in there and it'll eventually mold this out, but you've got a tight fit in there. This is about as good as you're going to get with this pull-out foam.
Right. That looks great. And it's all protected. Good job, Zombie Slayer. Which is what I named the rifle. This is pretty cool stuff. So, yeah. That's awesome. And then if I wanted to create something for the dehumidifier, I would probably create something like this.
Yep,
and
just cut a line out.
Yeah.
I'd probably do it up here because there's not enough room to do like a bipod or something.
Yeah, we'll make something there.
Yep. And you're going to want to leave a little bit of extra room on the outside, so you want to cut out 2 of these strips. Okay. So it gives the air and humidity an opportunity to get in there.
I was thinking about doing like one and then doing like every other.
That would work.
Yeah. So I'm going to do that right now. So what we did here is we cut the slot, and then every other one, staggering it, allows for it to capture air. And it does protrude just a little bit, but that's nothing compared to how it's going to work with this. And these gaps also will allow air to get in there so it can capture moisture. These are very inexpensive. This is the 100-gram silica. They're rechargeable. And the way you recharge them is you put it in the oven at 250 for 3 hours. I'll put a link on where I get those. You get a packet of 3 of these for a very inexpensive price on Amazon, and a link will be below.